is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Hey horror fans, once again it is me, the Horror Miser. My name G. It's time to do another horror movie review. This time we're going to review the 5th movie in the Purge franchise, and that is The Forever Purge. Now, The Forever Purge is a 2021 American action horror film. It was directed by Eduardo Valero Gaut. It was written by James DeMonico, who is the film series creator. The film stars Ana de la Guerrero, Todd Herrera, Josh Lucas, Cassie Freeman, and Will Patton. Now, in this 5th film in the series, all the rules are broken as a sect of lawless marauders decide that the annual purge doesn't stop at daybreak and should instead never end, hence the Forever Purge. Now, when I first heard of the Purge back in 2013, I thought this film had an interesting concept. Now, set in the future where the U.S. has a very strong economy and unemployment was at 0%, we learned that a new political party called the New Founding Founders was responsible for this. Now, we also learned that they passed a law where that for 12 hours, all crime, including murder, is legal. It was simply called the Purge. Sort of a cathartic way for everyone to release their frustration, their anxieties, something to get everything out of this system for 12 hours. And that's what the Purge was about. Written and directed by filmmaker James DeMonico, the film, despite mixed reviews from critics, was a box office success, making almost amounts to saying $90 million on a $3 million budget. Yes, the film made some money. Now, with 3 sequels, a prequel, and a TV series, The Purge has become a very successful franchise, grossing over $150 million on a combined $53 million budget. Yeah, they've made some money with this series, despite the low budget and the mixed reviews from critics. The filmmakers have made a lot of money with this series. And now James DeMonico brings us his 5th and possible final film in the series called The Forever Purge. Now, this is set several years after the Purge election year. The new founding founders is back in power, and the Purge is now back on. Mexican immigrants Adela and her husband Juan are hiding in a lockdown warehouse with other immigrants, while their employers, the Tuckers, who are wealthy ranchers, are locked down in their fortified ranch when the Purge starts. Now, while everything seems normal when the sirens alert to the end of the Purge, things take a turn for worse when Dylan Tucker and his family are attacked by Purgers after the Purge is officially has ended. What's going on? Wait a minute, the Purge is over. What's happening here? Adela is also attacked by Purgers, and we soon learn that people who are still attacking after the Purge are over are wearing a flag saying the Forever Purge. Now, I'm not giving away anything right here because we all seen this in the trailers. The Purge was over. It's done. The sirens have alarmed, but all of a sudden we still have people attacking other people, and we see signs. There is a symbol with a skull with some type of symbol on it, and they're saying the Forever Purge. After Juan and his co-worker Titi save the Dylans and rescue Adela, they band together and try to survive what has become a nightmare that is happening all around the country. That's basically what this film is. It seems like the people who participate in the Purge simply just cannot take the Purge for just 12 hours, and now they just go on completely batshit crazy and just attacking people who they feel as though is not true Americans, and hence the Forever Purge. Now, I'm sure when people see this film and what's happening, they'll definitely be thinking about the current events as what is happening right now in this country. Now, of course, I'm not going to get political here, but you have to keep in mind that James wrote this sometime last year or sometime before then, so I believe it's just a coincidence what's taking place on this film, and I believe that he was just taking a natural progression of the stories that he came up with. Because if we remember in the Purge election year, I think her name was Christopher or Christian Rowan. That was Elizabeth Mitchell's character. She won the presidency, and she abolished the purge. And at the end of the film, a lot of pro-purge people were still purging. They were going crazy. And in this film, it seems as though her term is over, and then the new founding founders got back into power and they reestablished the purge again. So I'm pretty sure that's basically what's happening here. One of the problems I do have in the film is that James really doesn't make this known throughout the film. It's like a little side step that happens in the beginning of the film. I think if he would have made this, I think he would have done a better job making this point in the beginning of the film. Perhaps this wouldn't be so convoluted, because he really doesn't do that good of a job in explaining what happened in the Purge election year at the end of that film, the beginning of this film. I think we're going to make that a little bit tighter. It would probably make what's happening makes better sense. Now, this makes the stakes, and this makes the stakes higher in this setting. So, director Valero does a good job in setting up the violence in this film. Despite some false jump scares, he does create a amount of tension. This type of film is needed, because we're not just talking about a setting in just a 12-hour period. This is happening throughout the whole country. And even though he does some stupid jump scares, we do get the typical violence that we've seen in all of these particular movies, and that's what we need in this film. The cast is okay. They're not great. Anna de la Grella, she's good as Adele, giving her the type of spunk their character needs. She may look helpless, but she's far from it. I also did like the back and forth of Josh Lucas' character Dylan that he has with Herrera's one. Both men are stuck in their own beliefs regarding each other's culture, but they also want to make sure that their loved ones survive this sniper that surrounds them. So even though they have differences between each other, they both are on the same page, and they want to make sure that Josh's family survives and Juan's family survives. So I like that little back and forth that they have, but they still come together. Now, obviously, this film will probably be triggered by the events, what's happening on the film, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. Based on some of the reviews that I've seen on certain websites, a lot of people are saying some stuff about it, which I expected, because this film will trigger some people. But, that's basically, I don't think that's what James was going for. I think he was just simply just trying to continue the story that he told, and that's what he's trying to do here. It's just coinciding what's happening right now in this country. Now, I'm sure a lot of people who have seen the film will be saying that this is not how the series will end, and according to what Jason Blum has said, it depends if James wants to make another Purge film. James has come out himself and said that it depends upon how well this film does, if he wants to continue the film, because he actually wrote this film to be the final film in the series, but based upon how the film ended, and based upon what he has said in other interviews, he did say he actually came up with an idea of how he would like to continue this series, and that could be the reason why he ended the film the way it is, because I can't see them ending the film series this way. It doesn't make any sense. Now, while this film is better than the prequel, The First Purge, it's an above-average action horror film at best, with okay characters, some good villains, but it lacks the feel and the style and the spunk that the first three movies in the series had. Something's missing. I don't know if it's because since James didn't direct this film, he wrote the film, but something's missing. I just don't know what it is. Unlike the first three films, because a lot of people say that the first one was okay, but they wanted to see more of it, and we got that with Anarchy, and then we also got that in Election Year. But there's something lacking in this film. It's not bad. It's better than the first Purge for me. If I were to rank this one, I'd definitely rank it above the first Purge, but I wouldn't rank it above the first three films. But there's something missing. Like I said before, it's okay film. It has what we expected to have in the Purge film, but there's something missing in it. And because of that, I'm going to give the Forever Purge 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Give it 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Like I said, it's not a bad film. It's okay. The acting's okay. Maybe because of the lack of character development, really don't get to know that much about any of these characters. The actors do a good job to prevent that, but And like I said, there's something lacking in this film, and it could be maybe because it could be the characters. So there you have it. That is my review and video for the Forever Purge. Is playing right now, movies right now. So go on ahead and see. And if you have, please leave the comments in the comments below and tell me what you thought about the Forever Purge and how would you rank the Purge film series. Also, please like and share this video because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name's Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Money G, and always remember that horror rules. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.